Happy Tuesday, and welcome to the Rama Shram Satsang practice session. My name is Eddie, and I will be introducing the facilitator for today's event. But first, I'd like to give you a brief introduction to this practice session. If you'll direct your attention towards your screen, you'll see the first element is Satsang. Satsang is a scientific method whereby we may obtain peace, light, and love in our life. It requires no physical skill, spiritual accomplishment, or meditation experience to begin this practice. Satsang consists of two words, Sat and Sang. Sat means positive energy, and Sang means to be with or to be in the presence of. Therefore, the word Satsang means to be in the presence of positive energy. The next element is meditation. Meditation is an important part of Satsang. When we meditate, we withdraw consciousness from worldly objects and direct it inwards to focus on a single thought. In doing so, our minds become calm and our thoughts become pure, thereby allowing us to obtain higher states of consciousness, such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. Inner orientation. There are two types of satsang, inner satsang and outer satsang. An example of outer satsang would be chanting or attending pilgrimages. When we practice outer satsang, we have the potential to change our behavior, but only through the practice of inner satsang can we obtain higher states of consciousness, such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. The satsang that you will learn today is an inner satsang, where we meditate in silence. Group session. These practice sessions are structured for group participation. When we meditate as a group, our focus is improved and our personal progress along our spiritual path is expedited. By regularly attending these practice sessions, the benefits of group participation are amplified. Joy and inner happiness. All beings wish to experience joy. Joy is the eternal longing of the soul, but only through the practice of inner satsang can we obtain a joyous state. Each time we practice satsang, our inner happiness gradually increases, ultimately culminating in a state of joy, which we experience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The agenda for today consists of 3 sessions: the informative session, the practice session, and the interactive session. During the informative session, a lecture will be given about a satsang topic, the founder, or some relevant spiritual topic. During the practice session, instruction will be given on how to meditate, followed by a period of practice. During the interactive session, you have the opportunity to ask questions, or there'll be a panel discussion. And now, I'd like to introduce the facilitator for today's event. He has over 40 years of satsang experience. He's the grandson of Guru Maharaj, the founder of Ramashram Satsang. He was born into a satsang family where he experienced his family members obtain states of enlightenment and lead lives of peace, light, and love. At an early age, he began traveling with the mission throughout India, facilitating satsangs. And during that time, he witnessed the positive effects that satsang could have on mankind. And upon arriving to the United States, both he and his wife continued to facilitate satsangs for local satsangees. He has led teams of satsang members in translating important satsang literature into English and has worked tirelessly to make satsang more available to Western and English-speaking audiences. He currently travels throughout the United States, India, and England, facilitating satsangs while performing his duties as a husband, a father, and an IT executive. He will join us shortly after this brief introductory video. Please enjoy.
and concentrate on things and get deeper into their meaning, your perception changes drastically. And that leads to the understanding of how we're connected to other people, understanding how we can actually help others, and the deep connection that we already have, because we are all conscious beings. So that higher level of consciousness starts to come up in the fifth realm. And all that then leads to this land of amazing peace. So what I would say is that grounding yourself in positive energy, which is what we will practice now, as it gets more and more integrated into your lifestyle, into your day to day, instead of you getting affected by toxic surroundings, you start affecting people with more positive impact. That's the transformation that this pyramid basically talks about. We will talk more after the session. Let's try to practice this and see, how much it works. It's very simple, very powerful. For most people, you will see the difference right away. Just to mention that every Saturday, same time, 10 a.m. Eastern, same link works. So you can always join the group, because the group energy is always helps us. So a positively energized group, or a collective positive energy, has a far deeper and impact on our own practice. So that helps a lot. I think Eddie mentioned that too. Welcome, everyone. Now let's get into the instructions of how to meditate in silence. So what we'll do is first close your eyes and observe your body a little bit, to see that you're completely relaxed. There is no strain anywhere. You are in a relaxed position where you can stay still for the next 20, 30 minutes. It is important because the sensory input that comes into the eyes, so closing the eyes stops that. Every time your body moves, your mind moves with it. So we want to stop that as well. So eyes lightly closed, and then observe that you're completely relaxed, and you can stay still for the next 15, 20 minutes. Now, think of the most positive and uplifting transcendental energy in form of light that's right here, right now, with us, in front of us. And that's entering our heart and filling our heart with this energy and this light, and enlightening us, and our heart is getting filled with that light. And then from there, this light is traveling throughout our body to every part. So mention this again. So this transcendental energy in form of light is in front of us, in form of light, and that light is entering our heart and distributing throughout our body. And we are becoming one with this light. We're getting completely and totally immersed in this light. And hence, we are becoming this energy. It is difficult to stay still and stay on one thought, and one thought alone, of this light entering our heart and distributing throughout our body, and that we're becoming one with this light. So every time, so it's natural, the mind will go away, and we will realize that it has wandered somewhere else. As soon as you realize that mind has wandered away, bring it back to this thought, and this thought alone, that you are in presence of this positive and uplifting transcendental energy, which is in form of light, and that light is entering our heart, enlightening our heart, and that light is then going everywhere, to every part of your body, and you're getting completely and totally immersed in this light inside and out. We'll start with music, and then the music will fade away, and then we'll meditate in silence, and then we'll break or transition out from this meditation with music for a few minutes, and then we'll start the interaction, the interactive session. So let's start now.
Okay, so Sanjeev Ji is on the road, I believe, and he'll be joining us this coming Saturday and certainly next Tuesday. So in closing, I just want to summarize a little bit of what Sanjeev Ji was saying in his message, and that is that if we want to maintain our peace in life, we have to look at the events that happen in the world around us in a different way. And we do that by changing our inner world, our inner states. And the only way to do that actually is to practice satsang. We experience those realms. It changes our inner personality, and we begin to see things differently in the world around us. And one thing that helps me, understand really what's going on in terms of our internal world and helping us understand what's going on around us and what we see outside of us is the fact that the outer world is nothing more than a mirror for us to see what's going on inside of ourselves. And so, if we wish to change the outer world, we have to begin by changing ourselves. And satsang is the tool that we use to help us do that. So, at this time, if you have any questions, please place those in the chat, and Sanjiji will answer them upon his return. And if not, then we'll see everyone this Saturday at 10 or next Tuesday at 7. So, have a good day, everyone.